Industry 4.0, connectivity, troubleshooting capabilities, smart machines. With all of these things, you need to know the status of devices. The end game is improved productivity through preventative maintenance, a change of routine, identifying problem areas, and making changes. First, getting to know the equipment, how it is being used, what are the access times, frequency, length of time. Next, reduce speed for machine setup. Better connected equipment can be kept running during these times. Third, operation emergency stop. Production waste, more than expected. Why? Not using the right stop control. Which shift at the same time of day? And lastly, log the number of switch operations replaced before the end of life. Prevent downtime with scheduled maintenance. Guardlink is a part of an integrated smart safety solution which can provide a comprehensive picture of the status of a machine or production line, providing a smart safety solution to help you make better informed decisions. Why is Guardlink needed? Well, one of the big issues with safety is to locate demand and faults within a series connection. Series connection of safety input devices makes fault finding difficult due to the lack of diagnostic information. So the question gets asked, how can we get data from a switch with a demand or fault when connected in series? Some of the solutions that were implemented worked, but increased system costs with extra wiring, hardware, and programming. Wiring of auxiliary contact standard control inputs. Series connected safety devices with individual auxiliary monitoring connected through the use of distribution blocks, which lowers overall safety ratings. Connecting each device to an input of a safety logic device either locally or through the use of remote I/O blocks. Guardlink enables access to diagnostic information, reduces wiring and installation time. Guardlink connects smart safety components to control systems to provide real-time monitoring and control. Additionally, it is certified for applications up to and including PLE Cat4 as per ISO 13849-1 and SIL 3 as per IEC 61508, which cannot be achieved with some series connected safety devices. The benefits of Guardlink are simple installation, an organized safety system with easy, quick connects to reduce wiring costs and time, 3 independent Guardlink channels using the adapter or 2 Guardlink channels using the DG relay, and connect up to 32 devices on each Guardlink channel. Smart integration, easier integration of the safety devices to the controller with Logix/Studio 5000. With the use of add-on profiles for easier integration and monitoring, and automatic diagnostic reporting that eliminates programming. Lastly, to complete the solution using the highest level of safety, Guardlink offers remote reset, lock, unlock, and fault reset over Ethernet. It is a SIL 3 PLE Cat4 rated solution. It can connect to generic safety devices using electromechanical contacts or solid state outputs, and provides status, diagnostic, and fault information. For those smaller, low-cost, low-power safety devices such as non-contact switches, e-stops, and interlock switches, Rockwell created Guardlink. Guardlink complements Ethernet IP, which of course is still used for more data-intensive safety devices such as multi-function access box, light curtain, laser scanners, and encoders. Information availability depends on the connection to the network. Devices employing a direct Ethernet connection provide the most information with the ability to use safety information directly in a program. Guardlink connected devices can provide a lot of good diagnostics and monitoring information that cannot be used directly in a safety program, only the safety status of each channel. Up to now, the solution for Guardlink has been limited to the 440R-DG relay that accepts two input channels but only has a single safety output. Monitoring was possible but through the use of the 440R-ENETR Ethernet interface. Additionally, version 1 smart taps only provided limited information. Safety output devices need to be hardwired. However, the 440R series does have single wire safety daisy chaining capabilities for expansion. Guardlink 2.0 is the current iteration and comprised of three main enhancements. The 432ES IG3 interface with on-machine mounting. This adapter provides monitoring and safety information back to the PLC. Next is upgrades to the 440S smart taps with Series B hardware where more functionality was added. Lastly, the 440G-MZ guard locking switch. This product has embedded Guardlink capability, and with the Series B upgrade, even more functionality has been added. Here's an illustration of a machine using a Guardlink system. The 440G-MZ can be connected directly to the trunk using a power tap, but the rest through the use of smart taps. For all the products shown, Rockwell offers direct connect cabling options of these preferred devices. With the Guardlink system, safety is assured and diagnostics are provided over the same connection. First, let's take a look at the 432ES-IG3 Ethernet IP adapter. The interface itself is fairly compact, measuring just over 1 inch in height and width and just over 7 inches tall. The first main enhancement to Guardlink is the added functionality of CIP Safety. Safe status of the three Guardlink channels are available over Ethernet IP back to a Guardlogix controller. Additionally, status and monitoring information are also sent via the same means. The blue diagonal lines represent devices and smart taps employing the use of Guardlink technology. The red diagonal lines represent Ethernet transport layers with combined safety and standard signals. The 432ES-IG3 supports linear, star, and device-level ring topologies to service any machine configuration. DLR can tolerate a break in Ethernet communications network and continue to operate. Save cost and reduce panel space with on-machine mounting. The interface designed for back mounting, right-angle cable dressing also reduces the amount of on-machine space required. The interface also accommodates side mounting with the provided mounting holes. This reduces the profile, especially when straight cables are added. When an on-machine interface is connected to a Guardlogix PLC system employing the use of the PanelView 5000 series HMI, diagnostics are automatically tabulated in the diagnostics icon. The diagnostic includes the event time, device name, message, and diagnostic code. In some cases, two faults can be reported at once. This occurs because some faults are rolled up into other faults. To complement the on-machine interface is the ability to use patch cords for all of the wiring. Rockwell carries red unshielded cords with 4, 5, and 8 pins in various standard lengths to connect devices to taps and taps to taps. Additionally, on-machine power supplies can also be connected to the interface and taps using patch cords. The 432 ES-IG3 interface has 3 independent Guardlink channels that can be grouped in software or used individually. In this Kartner example, 2 channels were used to create 2 zones of output control. This pictorial shows the architecture view of the Guardlink setup. In Studio 5000, the controller tags for each channel are shown. These are safety class tags, and the status bit of each channel can be used in the safety program to control safety-related parts of the control system. Because the interface has independent channels, the following logic truth table can be realized. If the stop or the e-stop or the guard lock switch are opened, it will shut off the flap closer portion of the machine, and the conveyor will stay running. If the light curtain, rope pull switch, or door switch are actuated, the conveyor shuts off, and of course, a full risk assessment needs to be performed on the equipment to determine what is applicable based on the hazards present. Each Guardlink channel can have up to 32 Guardlink-enabled connection tap/devices. Up to 3,130 meter link, maximum 100 meters between devices and 10 meters from tap to the device. Trunk and drop topology with standard 4-wire cable for the trunk and 5 8-wire for the drops for each device connection. Devices with embedded Guardlink functionality use passive taps and count as one device. Guardlink will support generic safety devices with electromechanical, EMS, or solid-state OSSD outputs. Timestamping. Timestamps are provided for the device that cause the channel to transition from an operational to a safe or off state. If the machine stops unexpectedly, the culprit can be easily recognized. In this example, the device trip address was 1, or the first unit connected to the interface, and the trip timestamp of when the trip occurred is indicated. Power connections. Separate module and output power wiring. Output power can be turned off while allowing module power to remain on during commissioning and troubleshooting. The power supply for safety must be NEC Class 2. Shown here are the 1606 XLP in cabinet and 1607 XLT on machine series. Class 2 provides output isolation from the input voltage in the event of a fault. 4-wire cables serve both power connections. Patch cords can be used to cascade power to the next interface. .440G-MZ guard locking switch Series B. Let's have a quick look at this product. The 440G-MZ guard locking switch has embedded Guardlink 2 functionality, making it smart and easy to use. It can also operate as a standalone device, 5-pin OSSD connection, when connected directly to a safety input device. Optimized for full body access by providing a holding force of 2,500 newtons for guard locking of a full-size door. The image on the right shows the optional escape release, enabling exit from a safeguarded area. These switches include RFID unique high or standard low coded actuators for flexible level of tamper proofing. Available in 2 models, power to release, safety of people, and power to lock, machine protection. No changes to catalog numbers with the version 2 is simply identified as Series B. With the Series B updates, there is now an extensive diagnostic edition and reporting. I will not read them all, but here is the list. Additionally, these devices can now be updated using Control Flash which was not previously available on the Series A versions. .440S Smart Taps Series B enhancements. Similar to the 440G-MZ upgrades, the 440S taps have been updated as well to provide more diagnostic additions and reporting. Also, with the update to a new microcontroller, there are more hardware features such as current limiting, thermal, and EMC protection. These devices can also be updated using control flash, again, which was not previously available in the Series A versions. There are no changes to catalog numbers. This new version will be identified as Series B. However, this table has been provided to ensure that when ordering a system, all taps are in the same series. The taps are forwards and backwards compatible with some caveats. A Series B tap can be used in a Guardlink version 1 system, but limited to Series A features. A Series A tap can be used in a Guardlink version 2 system, but limited to Series A features. When mixed Series A and B taps are on the same channel, the channel reverts to Series A features. Pretty much all typical safety devices can connect to a Guardlink network via a smart tap with either two normally closed contact output or two output secondary switching device outputs. Cable pull switches, contact or mechanical interlocks, light curtains, non-contact interlocks, safety switches with guard locking, and e-stop buttons. Let's have a quick look at the software and setup of a Guardlink system. The main requirement is that it must connect to a Guardlogix safety controller in either the Contrologix or Compact Logic series. The minimum model requirements are shown. In addition to this hardware, Studio 5000 needs to be a version 34.01 or later, Factory Talk 6.3 or later, and needs to be connected to a PanelView 5000 screen if you want to take advantage of the automatic diagnostic reporting. The interface has an add-on profile listed in the controller organizer. And now each client device is listed in the controller organizer under the Guardlink channel to which it is connected. The add-on profile for the Guardlink on-machine interface creates useful tags that can be easily identified in the controller. First, the Guardlink interface is added to the Ethernet network. Next, Guardlink devices or T-taps are added, highlighted as a 440G-MZ switch Series B that has built-in Guardlink functionality and shows up directly in the I/O tree. Devices can be given useful names for location on equipment. The provided taps make it easy to locate information like the status of whether or not a door is locked, closed, or unlocked. Locking or unlocking a door is easy by just setting the appropriate bit. I'm not going to read them all. However, these diagnostics do not require programming to be reported to a PanelView 5000 HMI. They are automatically reported. So, how do we configure a system? With Integrated Architecture Builder, a free software tool from Rockwell, you can build a complete Guardlink system offline. Select components, cable lengths, and automatically calculate voltage drops. A report can be generated to ensure validity and operation of the installed system. When you're done creating your system, you can generate a report illustrating the architecture, voltage drop report, and bill of materials with pricing. I've created this video on configuring a Guardlink system using Integrated Architecture Builder. Let's have a view. To aid in the design of a Guardlink system, a complete offline configuration of hardware can be built and verified using Integrated Architecture Builder, which is free to download and use from Rockwell Automation. Click the desktop icon to launch the program. Select No, and let's create a new project. And let's choose a blank. And I'll say, yes, I want to replace it. And then I can now close the wizard view. I can click on the new network icon and then scroll down and you'll see Guardlink. So I go OK. And now I have a network. So now I can right click and choose which host module. So I'm going to choose the new 432ES IG3. And so there's my new module. The rest is fairly simple from here. So I want to drag and drop devices from these tabs. So safety, and let's go in and we want to grab an e-stop. Every machine needs an e-stop. So I'm going to grab this one here, 5-pin with the connector. I can drag that on here. And you'll notice that it automatically populates with the T-tap and default cable lengths. Default cable lengths can be changed using this wizard depending on what lengths you want it to default to, and color, and a few other options. We'll continue adding some devices. So Lifeline 5, so I want to put a rope pull switch on here. So with an e-stop button built in. So I'm going to put that onto channel 1. And then I want to add guard locking door switch. So 440G MZ has built-in Guardlink functionality. So I'm going to select this model here with the escape release unit. So I can now take that, I can drag it onto my top network, and there we have it. And then additionally, I want to add a non-contact sensor guard onto my bottom network. So we'll choose this one here. And there we have it. So now I have a very simple network, and here's all my cables and T-tops and lengths. So if I want to modify something in here, what I can do is I can do a right click and I go modify channel node properties. And from here, I can modify the tap and drop cable length, or I can modify the trunk cable. So let's go into the tap cable. So right now it's set to 1 meter. So let's change that to say 5 meters. And the trunk cable, let's change that to 10 meters. And I go OK. And you now see that 5 meters is added to the default, or sorry, the unit comes with a 152 millimeter long cable out of the unit. So it adds those two cables together, and then it increases this trunk length to 10 meters. It also calculates the volt drop and the amount of current drawn by each node. So let's go down and let's add a light curtain. So we can take let's take a 440 enhanced model, and let's choose a 30 mil transceiver. So I can just drag that onto my bottom network. It then pops up with a configuration. I can now select my length. So let's say a 4 foot.
long model. And then the receiver plug-in at the bottom. Do I want blanking or just standard on off? So I'm just going to choose standard on off for now, and I'm going to go accept. And there we go. So now again, it puts in the tap and it calculates the legs. So let's say that the light curtain is way on the other end of the machine. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to modify this connection. And I'm going to say that my trunk cable is 100 meters away. So I can select that. And there we go, got 100 meters. And say I've got another light curtain at the other end of the machine. So let's go in here. Let's grab a light curtain. Let's drop it on here. And we're going to again choose a 1200 millimeter. It was just a standard on-off plug-in. Accept. And I'm still good. So let's go in and change the trunk cable from the interface to the first T-tap. So I can go in here, modify the connection, trunk cable, and let's choose 40 meters. So as soon as I choose 40 meters, I get a bunch of errors. So let's go into my errors. The voltage of the taps fall below the 20.4 volt minimum. Maximum distance between Guardlink relay and first tap is always limited to 30 meters. Oh, okay. So let's close that, and then we can simply go in here, modify the connection, and we can then modify that trunk cable. So let's go into the maximum of 30 meters, and then it worked. But I also now have some errors here on my light curtains. So again, if I go into my error messages here, voltage at taps, the following devices falls below the minimum. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to put in a power tap. So I can go down to the bottom here and I can, okay, let's just close some of these twisties here so I can see what I'm doing. Guardmaster, safety related, or sorry, safety devices, power introduction tap. So I can take this tap, I can simply drag and drop, and I can stick it here. Say, okay, put a tap in there, still give me an error. All right, I put it in the wrong spot. I can simply do a left click, hold, and then I can move it to wherever I want to put it. So let's put it here, or let's move it closer to, I say, it's got 5 meters here, but 100 meters on this side. So it's still not liking it. So if we can move this, all right, it's not letting me, not cooperating. So let's go in, let's modify this. And let's say that my trunk cable length is, let's put it in the middle. Let's go 50 meters here. It did correct my error, but I still want to have that option of 100-meter distance. So I'm going to modify this connection. I got to go in here, I got my trunk cable, and I am going to say 50 meters. So now I've got a T-tap right in between 50 meters, and it is now correcting all of my volt drop and current problems. So what I can do as well is I can run a voltage report. So this pops open a window, and it talks about channel 1. Here's the current and the volt drops, and then it shows the total amount of current used in this particular network. So right now it's saying that there's a total of 336 milliamps being used, and that this power supply tap is inserted here. So again, it takes all this stuff into consideration and puts out a report to basically say that if you construct your system in this configuration, you're not going to have any problems. So let's have a look. Let's go. I want to go in and I want to build a report on this, so I can go in and I can do my BOM. So yes. Save changes. Yes, I want to call this. Let's see. Okay, just waiting for it to complete here. Okay, we'll give the default name. We can change that later. So if you look here, we have a complete bill of materials by the channel for this system. So I can then print that or save it to an Excel file. Let's go close and let's go back in here and let's go save workspace as, let's give it something more unique. So Guardlink V2 demo. Okay, and save. So there we have it. So there's a very quick overview of Integrated Architecture Builder on how easy it is to build and verify your network.
Okay, time for a recap. To recap, these are the enhancements over the previous version of Guardlink that provide new, smart, and easy safety solution. 3 independent Guardlink channels with up to 32 devices on each channel in 1 to 3 zones. CIP Safety is now available with the new Guardlink Ethernet IP interface adapter. New and improved logic integration, easier identification addition of client device on the tree so you can build a system quicker. Customers can update firmware via control flash on GL2 devices, Guardlogix version 2 devices. Automatic diagnostic reporting, so no programming. Expanded diagnostics and fault information, multiple diagnostic events reported, and access to product-specific data, door status, pairing, device, end of life, etc. The new Guardlink on-machine interface provides CIP safety over Ethernet IP, which supports linear, star, and device-level ring topologies. On-machine mounting can also be mounted in a cabinet. Automatic diagnostic reporting to HMI, which reduces software development time. Studio 5000 version 34 or later is required. And patch cord wiring, which reduces your wiring costs and facilitates troubleshooting. Additionally, it has 3 independent Guardlink channels, can control 3 independent zones or combine into 1 or 2 zones, up to 32 devices per channel. Separate module and output wiring, can cascade power to additional interfaces and can turn off the output power while leaving module power on. Time stamping to keep track of timing and frequency of events. It's a good tool for improving maintenance programs and process improvements. And the highest safety rating for CO connections, up to SIL 3 Category 4 PLE. The Guardlink version 2 Ethernet interface is excellent for on-machine panelist designs, which eliminates the need for sub-panels and panel-mounted devices. It's really good at long-distance e-stop chains with up to 3-kilometer link distance. Central control location. This is due to the fact that you need a safety reset through safety input on a safety input card that is separate from the Guardlink system. This would also facilitate the full view of the machine unless you put in additional safety reset locations and wire them into safety I/O. Some quick frequently asked questions. Can a guard lock door switch be unlocked from a 440S T-tap on the Guardlink system? The answer is no. However, a lock and unlock command can be issued from a standard I/O or an HMI connected to the PLC and transported over the Ethernet network. Next, can a safety reset be issued using a 440S T-tap? Again, the answer is no. However, a custom remote station that ties into safety I/O could be used. How do I know which tap and cabling to use with a safety device? Integrated Architecture Builder is the best tool to select and build a Guardlink system. And how do I know whether I have a Series A or Series B Smart Tap? Refer to the part number printed on the product and compare it to the list provided in a previous slide. It should also be indicated on the product as well. This concludes today's presentation. My name is Matt Dodds, Safety Product Manager for Gary Electric. Please reach out to me with any questions. I will also be posting additional videos in the future on how to connect devices and show hardware demos. Thanks for attending.